The Moto2 World Championship is go here in Portimao. Great start from the middle of that front row by the American Cameron Beaubier. Big pressure on his team manager John Hopkins pre-race. Arbolino's made a really good start as well from the second row. Fourth up into second.
Oh, there's some move there, but I think it was Chantra. One of the Honda Team Asia riders went right around the outside of Augusto Fernandez into turn one. Vietti, I was trying to look out for him. He didn't get a particularly good start, and it looked like Sam Lowes also went backwards off the line. He's way back in the pack. Arbolino's the sole Mount VDS rider up at the front. Sam Lowes went a long way back. He's down to 11th.
Beaubier leads then as they drop down into turn 5 for the very first time. Here comes Arbolino up the inside of Aaron Canet. This has been a brilliant aggressive start from our COTA winner Tony Arbolino. He started fourth, got a superb launch off the line, and he's already up into second place. Jake Dixon had a poor start as well. He dropped down from third to 8th place, and Simon Grafar reporting from pit lane. There's a few spots of rain just starting to fall. You can see them on our camera lens there at turn number 8. We can't have more weather drama for Moto2, can we, here in Portimao?
Chelsea Vietti hasn't made particular progress so far in this first lap. He's up 1 into 11th. He's just behind Sam Lowes, who made that bad start. Here comes Canet then, back up the inside of Tony Arbolino. Canet getting his elbows out early on. He certainly seems to have the pace to go at the front. He's still got to make his way past Cameron Beaubier yet, though. Canet, though, back into second place. Chelsea Vietti was getting his elbows out. I saw him further back, just trying to go around the outside of someone. There's confirmation of Somkiat Chantra's long lap penalty. He hasn't served it yet, but he'll expect him to come through there next time round. Over the line then, it's Beaubier who leads it. Canet right in the slipstream, though, of the American racing rider. And look at the toe that's been picked up by Arbolino and by Chantra. Chantra now coming through into third place as Canet does eventually get up the inside on the brakes to take the lead from Beaubier.
Yeah, Chantra's had a fantastic start to this Grand Prix. Came from the middle of the third row in 8th place. He's already inside those podium place. You can see him there on the 35 bike. Twitchy on the rear tyre there for Beaubier coming out of turn number 3. We start the climb up now through turn 4. On board with the poleman, Aaron Canet. Here comes Chantra then, firing into the long lap penalty loop. He's pretty confident through there, isn't he? Knee on the ground through that long lap penalty loop. So then we'll pick up Chantra as he drops down the timing tower. He rejoins the track in 8th place. So he lost 5 places, but he's got plenty of time here. Still 20 laps to go to get himself back in the podium contention.
Always tricky when you're the leader in these scenarios, when you're hitting some potentially sketchy conditions. You're always able to use the riders in front of you as a bit of a reference, and that's what Augusto Fernandez is able to do. He's at the back of this leading group of 5, just behind Ayagura.
Marcos Ramirez has gone down. That's not what he wanted going into his crucial home Grand Prix in Jerez in 7 days' time. He's really angry with himself, Marcos Ramirez. He's been doing pretty well, actually, on that MB Augusta chassis. He's picked up a lot of points scoring places recently, but it's an unlucky turn 13 for Ramirez. He's out.
Agura looking pretty close now on the back of Tony Arbolino. Arbolino pretty good on the brakes, though. Agura, who was so good on the brakes back in Argentina when they were having that battle with Aaron Canet. He gets up the inside then into turn 1. A little bit wide, though, into turn 1 for Agura. Will he have another look into turn 3? Indeed, he does.
Yeah, these two here in 2020 were scrapping it out for the Moto3 World Championship with Albert Arenas. The title eventually went to the Spaniard, but Arbolino and Agura know each other very, very well from their Moto3 title-chasing days. Somkiat Chantra was really disrupted by that long lap penalty, wasn't he? He just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on the next lap, a 1:43.648. Still be advantage poleman Canet. He's got a slender lead over Beaubier, who fires in another personal best lap, the Californian, a 1:43.455. He's having to work really, really hard, isn't he, to keep Agura behind him. Agura was just slightly slower on that previous lap. The pace behind them.
Whoa, he's gone!
Oh no, what's happened there?
Off. Is it raining?
It's raining. It's raining. It's pouring with rain. The top 3 men have all gone down.
Oh, they're all down.
They're all going down. This is going to be stopped. This,
Whoa.
oh dearie me. This has got to be stopped.
Yeah, it's pouring
This will
down
be a red
on the
flag.
outside
It's
of turns 1. Red flag
chaos.
is out.
It's chaos. Straight away we saw heavy rain falling in the first sector. Canet, Beaubier and Agura all went down. Slick tyres on a soaking wet circuit just do not work. Sam, you've got some thoughts there.
Yeah, like once we get confirmation everybody's okay, my thoughts move on to, in this class they only have one machine, and how can you fairly like in a fair way restart, and all of the leaders, they're the ones that had to hit the rain first. They've all got destroyed bikes. It just doesn't seem fair, you know, to them to restart it, and they can't restart. One of them's on fire.
The regulations are pretty clear. You are not eligible to make this restart. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of debate coming up over the next few weeks after this unique scenario here in Portimao. But bizarrely, after all the chaos, Lewis, Jake Dixon will start the restart from pole. It's take two for Moto2 here at the Tiso Grand Prix of Portugal. Jake Dixon taking advantage of a second chance here in Portimao, makes a great start from pole position. Likewise, Joe Roberts. Vietti's already lost a place, down from third to fourth. Fermin Aldeguer, really good off the line. He's up into third.
Yeah, Aldeguer got away very, very well. Vietti didn't get away at all well. He's got the two Dynavolt riders behind him, the Intact GP riders of Schrotter and Alcoba. They're just up behind him, but just the start that Jake Dixon would have wanted. Roberts slots in behind in second.
Oh, Dixon's gone down. Jake Dixon has gone down. More drama here in Portimao. Jake Dixon going into turn number 7 in sector 2. It's head in hands again for Jorge Martinez Aspar. Jake Dixon crashed out of second place, didn't he, earlier on this season in Mandalika, with a golden chance to win his first Grand Prix in this 7-lap dash. Dixon down at turn 7.
Vietti then coming back through Marcel Schrotter. What more can happen on this Sunday afternoon in Portimao? Vietti with that opportunity in the championship, he's not really grasped it so far as Schrotter goes through. It's Aldeguer up ahead in second. The opportunity now falls into the hands of Joe Roberts. Look at him already streaking off into the distance. He's a second and a half clear of Aldeguer in second, as Schrotter now has a big dive up the inside of Fermin Aldeguer. Schrotter now up into second place. Marcel Schrotter, of course, one of the most experienced riders on this grid. 210 Grand Prix starts, 165 of them in the intermediate class. No victories.
Well, that's tight, very, very close between Schrotter and Navarro as they swing through turn 12, and that move's been coming. Navarro with the classic block pass there, hugged the inside line on Schrotter. Yeah, now Vietti's really starting to sniff a podium here. He eyes more crucial World Championship points. He launches up the inside of Marcel Schrotter into turn 3. That was brave. He's toughed it out though. Brilliant move that. And now Vietti on course for a stunning and unlikely podium finish here.
This group goes from second all the way back to 8th position, and it's the 8th position rider, Jeremy Alcoba, who is the fastest of them. He did a 1:43.676 last time round. He was the fastest rider on circuit, as Vietti now does get up the inside of Jorge Navarro. Crucial move for Vietti. 20 points coming his way if he can keep it where he is.
Yeah, didn't have to fight for it. Navarro went in hot into turn number 11, just ran wide, and Vietti said, thank you very much, I'll have those 20 points for second place. Now that it's moved, Celestino Vietti now 34 ahead of Ayagura potentially. Navarro still fighting hard for second place. Celestino Vietti standing firm in second.
It's half a lap to go then. Not a lot of time left for any crucial moves. Navarro still very, very close to the back of Celestino Vietti. Vietti surely on any day, it's today where he'll be thinking World Championship, not taking any great risks in this situation. Of course, he knows how important those 20 points will be, but with so many of his key rivals out, don't expect him to take too many risks.
Here comes Vietti then into second place. You can see the chatter he's having on that front Dunlop tyre into turn 13. Joe Roberts started to back out of it. He's not going to throw away a potential first victory here late on. He's lost a second on this last lap as he starts to cruise towards a famous victory. Celestino Vietti's going to pick up 20 priceless World Championship points. But our race winner here in a 7-lap dash for cash in Portimao, it will be Smoking Joe Roberts, who wins a first American race in the Intermediate World Championship since 1990. Joe Roberts then wins the 7-lap sprint race here in Portimao. Vietti does somehow take second place. All the drama for him. Navarro back on the podium in third.
FIM President Jorge Viegas gives the trophy to an overjoyed Joe Roberts. His first Grand Prix victory as Joe lives the American dream in Portimao this afternoon.